I get your guys' names and badge numbers?
Yep. Sure.
I need your. What is it?
Go now.
I'm walking. You don't control.
I'll take you to jail.
I just said I'm leaving.
Except you can do it. You need to do it.
I need your names and badge numbers.
Are we done, Jenna?
Yeah,
I'm walking away. I'm walking away.
Put your hands behind your back.
And there's nothing you can do about it. Give me your name and badge number. Get back. Stop that music. I'm in a public place. I can film whatever I can see. Photography is not a crime. Photography is not a crime. Photography is not a crime.
Welcome to the John Ligato Show. I'm John Ligato. This is a two-part show of two auditors visiting Social Security offices. Now, one case involves the predictable script. Auditor refuses to leave and arrest. But the second case could involve the frauditor filming his commission of a felony. So let's catch up on some scenes from part one. This is auditor number one. He's a bottom feeder in the auditor food chain.
Federal law prohibits picture taking in on federal property without the verbal express written consent of an authorized official of the occupying agency.
You know, you can't unfortunately record in a federal facility. Please stop recording per that policy on the wall.
I'm sorry, I can't do that. I'm an independent journalist.
The judge implied that I was just going around harassing people and calling it journalism.
So that's the policy. Are you going to be able to not record in this federal facility?
No, sir. I gotta gather content for my story.
We're going to have to contact the police if you're not willing to stop recording.
Okay.
Federal law prohibits filming inside a Social Security office.
It does say that you do need the permission of the occupying agency in order to film inside, whether for commercial or non-commercial purposes.
I knew we would have problems here.
Yes, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm the manager, Leslie Montoya, and it's our policy to not have you videotaping on federal property.
Yes, ma'am. Well, policy doesn't trump my First Amendment right, respectfully, ma'am. Freedom of press.
I believe that it does. It applies to everybody.
I believe that it does.
Applies to everybody. We have signs up
I
indicating.
can show you the statute.
We have signs up indicating that you cannot videotape
That's
on
a
federal
sign.
property.
So like if you put a sign up that says no fat guys allowed, that can stand in court. I hope the police can educate you guys on our First Amendment rights.
Get back to auditor number one in a minute, but first let's watch number two as he films himself committing a possible felony.
A little background on this story. We're going to the Social Security office today, and we are trying to get this little baby's name changed to her actual last name. You may call me an auditor, you may call me a newscaster, you may call me a normal guy or a tourist. Any of it, it's up to you. It's all subjective. There's one thing that I know, that we absolutely love to film. We'll see you in the Social Security office.
Now, in law enforcement, this is called an on-the-record pre-alibi, because that pesky button just has a mind of its own.
I just want you to be aware there's signs and stuff, but Social Security is pretty strict about their policies with recording devices and their lobbies just because of the PII nature at the windows.
PI, personal information? Yeah, no, I mean, it's like, so if I need to take notes, like, I mean, we've been going through this for like 10 months or whatever.
He's asking the security officer to film his appointment rather than take notes. And long story short, the officer allows him to get permission from the SSI intake worker.
And so it should all be like punch the buttons, but if they don't, then I was planning to turn it on and be like, can you repeat, like
100% understand what you're trying to get.
And I'm definitely not like trying to get anybody's stuff or like post anything like of anybody's stuff. I mean, I just entered mine over there, so like if any,
that's fine.
I mean,
so with this Code of Federal Regulation, That's just the policy that Social Security has and the vets have when it comes.
Yeah, no, I'm not arguing. I get that. I'm just like.
Yeah, I understand you're trying to do it for your records.
I mean, can I ask, and then if they say no, and it, like, then I'll just not. Then I'll just have to take like good old-fashioned pen and paper notes or something.
Do me a favor. You wouldn't mind just kind of storing it in your cooler or whatever.
You want me to just like point
store it, and then when you get to the window.
This auditor has confused the security officer to the point where he allows him, the auditor, to go to the counter, who'll be surrounded by other customers who are discussing their private information. What you are reading is actually a confession. It's amazing. The GoPro turned itself back on. Wow. After I put it in the backpack. Might as well include some of the audio of our process being completed. It doesn't include any compromising info, so harmless enough.
Hi, Stefano Malea, San Diego criminal lawyer. Are you allowed to secretly record a private conversation? The answer is no. Doing so could result in felony or misdemeanor charges.
I'll play just a few seconds of the conversation, which proves a few things. What does it prove? The frauditor was advised of the law. The frauditor confirmed that he knew the law. The frauditor promised the officer that he wouldn't record minus permission of the SSI intake worker. The frauditor never asked permission. Knowing his audio was recording the conversation, the frauditor should go to jail.
Right here. Not going anywhere. Cool. Sorry, I got the one moment I got distracted. All right.
So let's get to part 2 and return to auditor number 1, who does go to jail.
I hope the police can educate you guys on our First Amendment rights. I'll just wait right here for you guys.
I just got a paper from.
Okay, very good.
That conversation you just overheard in the background was confidential and could be considered illegal over here.
Under Penal Code Section 632, also known as the eavesdropping statute, it is a crime to intentionally record a confidential conversation without the consent of the person speaking.
You are not allowed back here. I'm going to need you to leave the office. You are not allowed back here.
This is a publicly accessible area, ma'am.
No, it is not. What is your business here?
I'm here to get a Social Security card, ma'am, and document the process.
Okay, well, you are not allowed back here until you are called. So you need to sit.
Ma'am? You're being
yeah,
really.
you need to sit down.
You're being really unprofessional right now.
You are making people uncomfortable around here. You are not allowed to videotape. I need you to sit
down.
Their
feelings do not trump my First Amendment right, ma'am.
I need you to sit down, or I'm going to have to ask you to leave right now. I'm having you removed.
Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that the Mile High guy here is right, and he's allowed to film. Well, the manager explained that the manner this office conducts business is that you wait in line until you're called to get a Social Security card. So he is required to take a number and wait until called. And when he doesn't do that, he is disrupting the business.
Like I'm an independent.
I need you to sit down and stop disrupting the business of our office. That's.
She told you needed to leave. I don't want to force you.
If you assault me, sir, that's not your job.
I want you to leave, please.
Your job is to observe and report. You can't assault me, sir.
I don't want to assault you, sir. I don't want to harm you, sir. Will you please? I got a question for you. Would you please be willing to go outside until the police get there, and then you can just discuss it with them?
I will not allow you or her to trample on my First Amendment right. I will not allow it. It's not happening.
I understand, sir.
Man, like, come on, man. You can't be trampling on people's rights, man. Like, this is what it means to be an American, to be able to do this.
Medicare is part of Social Security, therefore any place where they're talking about Social Security would be subject to the rules on confidentiality.
Let's go outside right here.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and wait right here. Do you have ETA on the police?
They're en route, sir.
They're en route right now?
Yep.
Okay. Well,
as soon as they get here, you can go ahead and speak to them and reference what you're doing.
You gotta. outside, guys.
The police arrive and inform the lowlife that he cannot re-enter the Social Security office.
Because you're trampling over mine right now.
This is how it's going to go. You can either leave right now, please, or we will arrest you for trespass.
All right. That's what I need to know. Can I get a supervisor? I need a supervisor.
One on the way.
I need a supervisor.
Sure.
No, I need a supervisor.
You can go wait over there on that
You
property.
can do it off the property.
I'm also going to need the name of that security
I'm
guard.
also going to identify you too. What's your name?
You can, no, you're not
No?
my name.
No. I am going to identify you. Are you refused to identify yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. I can take you to jail for that. You know that, right?
For what? What crime did I commit?
For interfering with the police.
How did I interfere?
Because you're interfering by not identifying yourself. I already
And you're
said
refusing to leave this property.
We were trying to
I'm leaving right now. You're still talking to me.
Then leave.
Okay. Can I get your guys' names and badge numbers?
Yep.
Sure.
I need you. What is it?
There too.
What's
Go.
your-
Go now.
I'm walking. You
If
don't
you refuse
control.
to leave, I'll take you to jail.
I just said I'm leaving.
You're not
Except
leaving.
you can
I
do.
am.
You need to do
Well,
it.
I need your
next
names and
back.
badge numbers.
Are we done, Jenna?
Yeah, we're
I'm walking away. I'm walking away.
Put your hands behind your back.
We're done. Except you aren't. You
I was.
Hey, record. You want to record this? So, there you go. Go ahead. That's cool, right?
Well, we got one arrest, but what happened to this guy who secretly and intentionally recorded a confidential conversation with a hidden microphone in his backpack? The answer is, I don't know. But his own video is possibly excellent evidence of a crime. Now, that's my take on it. What's yours? The John Ligato Show is being broadcast from outside the gates of Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune in beautiful North Carolina. If you like what you saw today, hit subscribe and like. Semper Fidelis.